What's going on today? We're going to be talking about the Maono PD200X and the Maono PD300X. What are the differences between these mics, and is it worth upgrading? I'm going to answer all those questions. Well, I'm going to answer the questions between the differences, and I'll leave it up to you if you think you should update or upgrade, whatever you want to call it or not. By the end of the video, let's hop into it. By the way, this mic was sent out to me. It's actually a pre-release sent out to me, so I got to test it, play with it, do all that jazz with it and stuff. So keep that in mind. Now, of course, they're not paying me or anything like that or telling me what to say or anything like that. Everything's my own as always. And if there's anything that sucks on it, I'll tell you it sucks because I've done it in the past. So I'll do it and then the brand won't send me something out. Last thing I want to do for housekeeping wise is if you see anything in the video you do like, it would mean the world to me if you use the links down below, because they are going to give me a little bit of kickback, and it just helps me to continue to want to put out content like this for you each and every week. And it lets me know you love me. If you don't love me, use the link anyways, and then say you don't love me in the comments. Moving on. All right, so unboxing of this, I'm just gonna throw some B-roll up real quick. It's the microphone, the USB cable, the shock mount that's on the mic. I say that's part of the unboxing, and the user manual itself. The USB cable in there and stuff too. It's usual, and same as the PD200X. They were pretty much the same when it came to unboxing and stuff, so I'm not gonna really spend a whole lot of time on that or anything like that. Now, connectivity wise on it, I am using the mic this entire video, by the way, if you haven't noticed, it's going to be used through the PD300X I'm using, and I'm going to be using it through USB, same as the PD200X is USB. And as you can tell on the bottom, the PD200X, if you have it or you're looking at it, so it's also XLR, and as well as this. We'll do a quick XLR test here in a little bit on the mic itself so you can hear what it sounds like, but keep that in mind. They're both the same when it comes to that, which would make sense. Now let's talk about the sampling rate, because this is a huge difference. The PD200X comes in at 48,000 hertz and a 24-bit sampling rate, which is pretty typical for cheaper end mics and stuff like that. In my opinion, I see a lot of mics that come in around 48,000. Now the PD300X, on the other hand, is 192,000 hertz. That is pretty good. And it's 24-bit too, so it is a huge difference there. And this is just going to give you more of a wider range of audio details and stuff like that, which is nice to see on a mic. Now, I'm not 100% positive if the price of this mic was even mentioned. Let me look real quick. Okay, so at the time of recording this is a little bit before the mic actually releases, and I'm gonna be releasing this video a little bit later than the mic releases just because of how scheduling worked out on my end and everything. But the PD200X is a $70 mic. Now, the mic does go on sale, I feel like, quite a bit on Amazon, and definitely if you're okay buying from like TikTok Shop and all that, they're always on sale over there as well. Let me know in the comments if y'all want me to start posting some links for the TikTok Shop. I'm not trying to push it or anything, but if it's cheaper over there and you don't mind waiting, because you will have to wait if you buy it over there. That's the only like bad thing about it. Like, it's Maono that's sending the mics out over there. It's not like a third-party company. Like, there are probably some on there, but it is Maono. It's going to take a little bit longer than it would for a 2-day delivery from Amazon. So, but if you want cheaper prices, let me know, and that way when I start posting videos of any sorts, I'll cross-reference with my TikTok shop, and if they're cheaper, I'll start posting them down there. I just haven't, because I don't want to like feel like I'm trying to push that on you. I mean, it'd be nice, I get more of a commission over there. I just don't like to do that kind of stuff, but it would help the channel out, just saying. So I don't know what the PD300X is going to cost. I would assume when it comes out, it's going to be probably right around the $80 mark. It would be nice if it's a little bit cheaper, like the $60 mark, $70 mark, but I have a feeling, I think when the PD200 came out, it was around the $80 mark, so I would assume this is going to probably be around that, but I'm not 100% positive on that, so just don't quote me on it. All right, now moving on to the frequency response on here. The PD200X has from 40 hertz all the way to 16,000 hertz, and then the PD300X is 20 hertz all the way up to 20,000 hertz. So you are going to get a little bit more of a broader coverage there if that's, if you like messing with frequencies that high. I don't. I always usually just cut off at 14,000. Now let's talk about the design and stuff on the mic. Very first, I mean, as soon as I pulled this out of the box and held it in my hand, I ran to go grab this mic, because the difference, there's a huge difference. The quality on the PD300X is just better all the way around. The look of it looks better in my personal opinion. Let me know in the comments below what mic this looks like, but the look of it, everything with the gray top filter and stuff, it's a little bit bigger than the PD200X as well. It's just, I keep saying it, but it's just built better. The shock mount, these little rubber bands suck because it broke on my last PD200X that I gave Bane of Mice, Kevin, and I gave him the mic, and it was like, hey, this kind of broken. I mean, it still worked. It's just kind of, you know, here these got some nice thick rubber all the way around too. It's not just like it's just, they did a good job. 100%. They did a great job. What's missing on the PD300X that's not on the 200X is going to be the RGB ring that's on the 200 versus the 300. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. So I more or less like the professional more look anyways. That's why I use the Maono as my go-to mic. The Maono PD300X that I use pretty much for all my videos, and I like the way it looks. But in any case, the mic sounds great, so that's why I have it hooked up and I use it all the time. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to do a sound test of both mics. I'm going to do a phrase into the mic itself, and then I'll do the same phrase into this mic itself in USB. Okay, this is the sound test from the mic itself. I'm right here, literally, I don't know, 6 inches from it or so. And you can hear it. This is raw, nothing messed with or anything like that. Now we're going to go over to the PD200X that I'm going to hold, by the way. Just keep that in mind. Okay, so this is a mic test of the PD200X. Same distance. I am holding it, but I'm holding it very, very still, not moving around or anything like that. But this is what it sounds like itself. Didn't move at all, literally just unplugged one mic, plugged the other in. So this is what they sound like. You can let me know in the comments below if there's a difference, if they sound the same. Okay, so this is the PD300X in XLR mode. This is raw, nothing hooked up, nothing to it or anything like that. I'm not changing any settings on my board because I don't want to mess with it with my other mic right here. So this is what it sounds like. Let's listen to the PD200X real quick. And this is the PD200X in XLR mode. Again, same exact settings, nothing's different there. Just literally unhook one mic and hook the other up. So as always, sound is objective to whoever's talking or listening anyways. So you let me know in the comments below what mic sounds better in XLR mode as well as USB mode. Let's get back to the video. Okay, so another thing I want to kind of point out on the mics itself is I didn't really talk about the front buttons a little bit. I'm going to talk about them right now because they're the same as they were the last time, except for the PD200X has the RGB ring, which I did not like at all. I wanted them to do something different, kind of like the PD400X, where they have the little knobs, little solid lights on them and stuff. Where they did that with the PD300X. They put that system on here. Now the knob does still freely spin, so you can continuously spin it. Kind of wish they would put a stopper on there, me personally, but in any case, I'm never going to have this maxed at 100% anyways. Like realistically, no one, I don't believe, unless I just don't know the reason you would max, you know, a mic like this out at 100%. See the lights that go on, they're red, and I do say I didn't notice it until just now, but you see the lights moving up as I get into the mic and talk. You can kind of see everything going up. I'm blowing out right now probably, but in any case, you can see those little lights move up and down and stuff, which is nice. I don't think they're a true indication of what your voice is personally, but they're cool to be there. Moving on. Okay, so we are on the app itself. I literally just got this app a little bit early before the release of it and everything else, so I just opened it, downloaded it and everything, and this is what it looks like right here. As you can see, it looks a little bit of a newer looking app. It looks a little better in my opinion. I like the way the colors and stuff are laid out here. You do have, it seems like, some stuff here. Let's look up here, firmware upgrade settings, all that. Doesn't look like you can full screen it, which is kind of you know, if you're worried about that, there is that right there. It looks like you can do some in the app recording, which is pretty nice if you want to record audio straight into the app, and then you can export it itself. So if I were to just talk like that, you can see the waveports going up and stuff, and I pause it, play it back. You didn't hear it through I heard it, it's coming back through, it played. So you can come here and export it if you want. And over here you have your gains and stuff. So let's check out some here. So if I use the knob here, oh, look at it, it's actually going with it. So it's nice to see. Looks like every other click it moves. Slight delay. It's not directly, but you're going through USB. I guess that's to be expected. If I click on it, you should get the headphone port. Oh, there's a headphone. So there you go. Now you can kind of see me moving around a lot more now. You can do the mic monitoring right here as well, which is there. So depending on what you want. Of course, this has dual channels. So, you know, hook up your headset to this and then send volume to this, and You can control all that from right here, which is nice. And you do have noise gate right here. Looks like you can put some noise gate on. So if I don't talk for a second, I can see it moving on OBS, which means it's all right. So now I just cut it off. So it's got built-in noise gate, which is nice to see. You probably bring that down a little bit. See if we can't get it right where it could be. All right, that's probably where I need to be. I am holding the mic, so it's going to be a little bit different. But in any case, yeah, the app itself seems pretty nice. We can come down here too and mess with some stuff. It looks like all this would be for the settings up above. You would just literally switch them around. And then up here, we can go to scenes. So this is flat. If you guys and gals can hear what it sounds like, we'll do a little bit of a mid boost and a low cutout with a little bit of a high mid boost. I should say not a high boost, but mid boost. And then you got original, which is flat. You looks like you can come in here and customize it, which is nice to see. Let me pull that over here just so you can see it real quick. So you have your EQs and stuff here. So if you know anything about any of this, you should be able, well, how do I do it? It's got it blocked off where I can't do it. Default is not edible. Okay. It is nice that this can go full screen. The app itself can't. This can. All right, so let's do it like this. Oh, look at there. That is pretty nifty. They got some nice presets in here, it looks like. Now, I don't know what these sound like. It looks like they pull some high pass out so that, or low pass, I should say, so that you're not hearing a lot of rumble. And then they're pulling some stuff up for the, wow, okay. So there's definitely some neat stuff in the app itself. Let's see if we can't add an oh yeah. And I wonder how this works. So you can come in here. I see all the bands disconnected. Oh, there we go. So you can pull that down. Okay, so you can play with the EQ here and stuff if you want to. I'm not gonna do all that. That's too much for this video. But it is nice again that you can make this full screen. I mean, a lot of stuff you can do from within the app itself, which is nice. I literally just plugged this mic in and just opened the app to see what it was about first. Literally first response, thinking about the app and stuff like that. The device is hooked up and everything. You can go home. Could hook up another mic, which let's do that real quick. All right, here's the PD200 I hooked up, and here's the app for it. Same thing, I would assume. Oh no, so that's weird. Why would they not just integrate the new app with the old app? Unless it's just because it's not released yet, and that's the only thing I could think of. This might update itself, and this might not even be here anymore. So I just was curious. Moving on. So at the end of the day, what are my recommendations when it comes to this mic and stuff? Honestly, I like the mic. I like the way it sounds and stuff. I don't have an issue with it. I don't know what the price is, unfortunately, yet. The price will probably drop before I'm done editing it. So you'll probably see where I put the price at and stuff. And it really just depends on the price. And it depends on if you have the mic, the PD200X, and you like the way the PD200X sounds, do you need to upgrade? That's the question. That's what I ask people. It's like, do you need to upgrade? If you're a content creator, can you use that money elsewhere? Can you go buy a better light, or can you buy a camera? The PD200X sounds okay at the end of the day. Like, there's nothing wrong with the way it sounds. Pretty good. A lot of people use the PD200X. I do think the PD300X sounds better. I believe the build quality is better. I believe the app is better. Like, the PD300X all the way around is a better mic in my personal opinion than the PD200X. But even then, with all that being said, I think if you already have the PD200X, then there's really no reason to upgrade. Now, with that being said, if you don't have either mic and you're looking for a mic, I can recommend the PD300X. I think it's a decent mic. I think it's a well-built mic, and I think it's a mic that you can get behind, and you use a lot of features on the app and stuff. If you want to download the app, you don't have to download the app, but I recommend downloading an app just because there is a lot of features on the app. It seems like these companies are getting better and better and better about putting software out there for people like us who are a streamer or whatever using our PC. Last thing I'll mention is a lot of people are probably going to ask, can this be used on the Xbox? It should be able to be used on the Xbox, no issues, because you don't have to turn mic monitoring on inside the PC. So if you're going to hook it up to the Xbox like I show you how to hook it up to the Xbox, it should work as usual. With all that being said, if you want to support the channel again, you can check out the links down below. It'll help me out. If you want to check out another Maono video I did in the past, you can check that one out over here. And if you want to check out something I just did for Favorite Media, you can check that one out over here. I'll see you guys and gals in the next video. And as always, peace and love.